Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome back to another Disney Lorcana card of the day. I'm Steggy, and today's card of the day is going to be none other than the action song card, Be Our Guest. Now, Be Our Guest is a 2-cost inkable amber card, and what I mean by inkable as always is that you can place it into your inkwell. Because it is a song action card, you may exert a character that costs 2 or more in order to play this card for free, which is kind of like that character singing that song. However, as a side note, you cannot exert a character that just came into play, so if you play a 2-cost character, you cannot exert that character in order to play this card for free. In order to have a character sing, you're going to have it be in play for at least a whole turn. You know, it's going to have been in play since the start of your turn or whatever. But we're going to be talking about its ability here. Now, Be Our Guest reads, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a character card and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Now, this is pretty solid. Most decks are going to be running a lot of characters. So looking at the top 4 cards of your deck, you're almost guaranteed to see a few characters there. There's not a ton of action cards right now anyway. You would have to, be playing maybe even like Amber and Steel. Steel has a couple action cards. I know they have Smash and Fire the Cannons. Amber has Be Our Guest and Healing Glow. And Just in Time. So, and Control Your Temper. So, okay, Amber, and Part of Your World. Okay, as I'm sitting here looking at all these different Amber action cards. So there are a bit. So, but you're probably not going to be playing all of these different action cards in your deck. Healing Glow isn't bad, although, I'm kind of iffy on it. Part of Your World is pretty good. I would imagine Amber decks, though, are probably going to be running Part of Your World, which is another action card or song card. And also running Be Our Guest. And then, of course, whatever other color you're running, you're going to have, action cards there. But the point I'm trying to say is, I mean, you're going to be seeing characters. Like, there's going to be characters on the top of your deck, like, almost every single time you play this card. So is this good? Well, yes, this is actually pretty good. Now, it is very RNG based, and by RNG, of course, I mean, like, random number generated. And in the sense, I guess simplicity terms, it's just completely random. You might get something really good off the top, you might not. However, this card is pretty solid at all tiers or all stages of a game. So at the beginning of the game, you are able to play it and kind of fix your curve, essentially. You're able to find some characters in order to play on future turns, You could play... on your 3rd turn, for example, you could drop a 1-drop character like New Dog Stitch. With the other 2 resources you have open, you could play this card and then look for a future character. You could also have played a turn 2 drop, like, a 2-cost character. On your 3rd turn, you can exert that character in order to play this card for free, and then maybe find, a 3-cost character or another 2-cost character or whatever. Something to help you, to fix your curve, so you have something to play for that turn. You can also look for cards to help set up like a combo. Because this is an Amber card, you can be looking for something like Stitch, like the Rockstar Stitch, not just a Puppy Dog Stitch. You could be looking for that and trying to get that into your hand early. And then you're like, okay, I have my Stitch, now I can focus on, other things. It's kind of almost like a pseudo search. I mean, you are looking at the top 4 cards of your deck, and yeah, you probably would have drawn those eventually, depending on the stage of the game, but it does help you get to those cards sooner. If you're in a more later game situation, this is still pretty heckin' good. You still can help you find like powerful characters that you can put into play, stuff that might complement what you already have in play. Maybe you're searching for bodyguard characters, or maybe you're searching for something like a Scar, some sort of really good come into play effect, what have you. This card just allows you to dig through your deck a little bit in order to find that. It's not just, say, draw power, where you're just, taking the top card of your deck, putting it into your hand and like, oh gosh, I hope I draw this. With this card, you're at least you know, giving yourself a bit more control, and you're giving yourself a bit more chances in order to find what you need. On top of all of this, this card can be used for ink, which is absolutely fantastic. So if you don't need it, if you have, you know, everything you want, you know, maybe you don't need to play it that turn, or you have 2 copies of it, you know, what have you, put it down in your ink. You know, you have an extra resource for the turn. That's really good. Part of your world, you know, the other Amber action card, that's also a song card, is not inkable. You cannot place it into your inkwell. Be Our Guest has a little bit of an edge there, allowing you to, you know, allowing it to be used as ink. Overall, I think it's really good. I think it's an absolutely fantastic, like, draw slash search card for Amber decks. And yes, I get it. There is a chance that you could look at the top 4 cards of your deck and there could be no characters there. But you know, if that's the case, you're gonna put them on the bottom of your deck, and then you're probably gonna start drawing characters after that. But I don't see that happening very often. And yes, there is a chance too where you could play this card and the top 4 characters, or any characters you find in the top 4 cards of your deck, aren't very good. Well, or I should say, aren't very good for the current situation you're in. That could happen, but it's still essentially, you play this action card and you can choose a character to add to your hand from the top 4 of your deck. I think that's pretty good. I think it's a very, very, very good card. As of right now, you know, I'm giving it a solid, personal ranking or whatever, an 8, probably a good solid 8 out of 10, maybe even a little higher, 8.5 or so. I think it's a very, very good card that does help you control your draw. It is cheap too, so if you're playing like a Rockstar Stitch deck, this is low to the ground. You're able to, you know, find cheaper characters. You could play this card with a Rockstar Stitch in play, get a cheap costed character off of it, and then probably have the resources to play that cheap character and then just draw another card. Pretty good. It can be used for ink. You know, you're gonna find characters, and it's a song card, so you could exert a character to play it for free. So solid 8 out of 10. It is super, super good draw right now. I think it's very, very solid. There is a chance it might not get anything. I almost want to give it like a 9 out of 10, because I do think it's actually really, really, really good. You know, I will give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a solid 9. It's the second highest ranking I've ever done. I do think it's a very, very good card. It was just recently shown at Gamma. Just, you know, I think last week. I think it was shown with you know, The Beast Is Mine and Mickey Mouse and stuff. So really good card. I really like it. But hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thanks for sticking around, hearing me ramble, give my thoughts about cards and whatnot. It's fun. I really like doing this. If you have any suggestions or opinions or whatever, feel free to leave them. I love reading stuff. I love hearing what other people think about cards and, you know, whatnot, their opinions. It's just cool. I just love this game. This game's great. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome when it comes out. Great community. Absolutely fantastic. So thanks again. It means a lot. Stay safe out there. Make good decisions, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.